My uncle's foot. Oh God!
Don't touch your.
No, hold me back. I'm trying to function. Ha ha ha.
Well, that's gonna get cut.
Wow.
But should it? Should the
Bleep it. You should bleep that part so we can hear you say, "Oh, that's gonna."
Welcome to our Hot Ones Challenge. Based on the Hot Ones show, we're going to be eating hot wings and hopefully making it all the way through. We'll see how we're feeling tomorrow, but as it is right now, instead of the usual 10, we are doing 12 wings. We will be going through them one by one and answering questions read by the lovely Carolyn off screen. As long as everybody's ready.
Let's do the thing. So first up, we've got the ancho marita, which is amazing because I've already tried it.
So you taste it. It'll be the top left on your plate.
The top
Yeah,
left.
it's the dark and angry one, but it's really lovely.
If you could be a dog's brain and personality in a cat, or a cat's brain and personality in a dog, which would it be?
Cat's brain in a dog. Because you'd have the homicidal killer instinct, but in a bigger body.
Well, unless it's a
Maybe.
tiny dog,
Maybe.
like a
Yeah.
monster. I mean,
My cat
that's
is
basically
bigger
him,
than
I
right?
mean,
Yeah.
true, they didn't qualify the breed of dog.
Well, kind of neither, but it's one of those if you had to choose. I guess a cat personality in a dog body, or a cat brain in a dog body, because people wouldn't be expecting the dog to act like a cat or be as smart as a cat.
Have you met my cat? Because she is not smart.
I
We
was
should
gonna-
probably talk about that.
What, I should talk about that? I don't know anything about that.
I feel like I would want to be a cat in a dog's body.
No?
Yeah.
Universal answer so far.
Yeah.
I'm thinking the cat in the dog's body as well, but I'm also wondering whether or not that cat is a very affectionate animal or if it's the usual, like, knock things off the table. Because in a dog's
end up
body,
with
they could get
Seraph.
into a lot more trouble. That's true. There are some exceptions, but what if it's Kai in a dog's body,
Oh.
right? Yeah.
Totally like tame. Tame. Not lame. Tame.
Oh, alright.
You ready for wing
Next
2?
one.
Alright, second question.
Alright. If you could hold credit for any invention post 1970, what would it be?
The internet.
That's a good one.
The downfall of modern society. It's basically the same thing.
Shake weight.
Oh god.
Huh.
Yep.
1970.
Yeah, that's a lot of...
I think the microchip was post 1970,
Mm-hmm.
so I'd go with that one.
That's a good one.
Yep.
That's definitely a good one. It doesn't have to be, it has to be a real invention, right?
Oh, yeah, you would be throughout history known probably for having that invention. Yeah, I mean, you could come up with something completely fake if you
I
wanted
mean,
to.
it is a bit of a cop-out, because it would just be like you claiming it and then people will believe it. I mean, does it come with a big check? I don't know.
A lot of things that don't sound like they should do though.
True.
Boy.
To shake weight.
Yeah, like this shit.
I think I needed like 3 times as much hot sauce.
All right then.
Heartbeat, baby. So we're jumping up a bit, but it's still super low ultimately. So this one is about 4,000 Scovilles. It's a habanero based one.
All right.
I haven't had this one, so I have no idea what to expect.
Okay.
And question.
Alright, if you could choose one film to be remade and choose its leads, what and who would it be?
What would we remake?
Are we waiting for each person's answer?
Oh,
What-
if
is that-
you've got an answer, go
You
for it.
have an answer.
We're thinking.
Yeah.
You got an
Since it's
answer.
been on my mind lately, yeah.
Sure.
Last Starfighter. I would
Hmm.
remake that because I think it could stand. I know. I know
Starring
you
who?
don't think so. I think
Aaron Paul.
Aaron Paul.
I don't know.
I mean, I love Aaron Paul, but
Maybe.
I don't see him in that role as far as like Alex goes. I think Ian McShane as Centauri. Probably Donald Glover. No, actually, no, maybe not. Well, I want to
Donald Glover's
redo
great.
it, so I'm thinking Donald Glover as Alex because I want to make it different, update it for today's world, basically. And then for Grig, Ryan Reynolds. Why not?
Have you seen
Just to be weird.
any episodes of Future Man?
I have not, but I
That
want
looks-
to. That
that's
looks
awesome, though.
really good. That looks really,
The
really
very
good.
first episode, the guy's like calling out, it's like, this is just a rip off of The Last Starfighter.
Really? Oh, wow.
Well, the premise is, it's a guy that he's like obsessed with this video game, and he finally beats it, and then these commandos come from the future to recruit him to save the universe, basically.
I got some,
got a little moment there.
I got some in my nose.
Oh, how did you get it in your nose?
Napkin.
Oh.
Yeah.
Just keep getting it like
Keep
this.
recycling,
Now is
yeah.
not a
It's-
time to save
it's
the
a night
world.
for
Save your
mistakes.
nose.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Got
and that was
hands,
still
nose.
just a small
Yeah.
one.
No. Yeah. Do not.
Yeah,
your
no, I've
nose
been,
later.
yeah,
Don't do it.
careful not to touch my eyes, but I didn't think about the nose. Anyway, can we go back to the previous question for a minute? Because if I have to change my answer for the thing that wasn't the invention, the Sibian. I would want to invent the Sibian. There you go.
All right. See, that's at least a better.
Okay. All right. Moving onward.
Moving on.
John, John's
nobody else said
drinking.
what
Yeah,
what
we-
you
I
want to
don't
remake.
even know where to start with that one. Like,
Well, just a movie.
this is gonna be the longest episode ever.
Okay.
If we wait to pick something.
Oh, the
It's
magic of
just-
editing!
All right. Well, I might have to swap out cards, but yeah, the magic of editing. Sure.
Yeah, I got nothing on that one. Like, if you'd asked me something that should never have been remade, I might have gotten there. But yeah.
Well,
It's
again,
too
that means
fast.
John would say everything, so.
Yes,
I was
that
trying to
one.
think-
But I also didn't think it should be remade, and then they did, and it was awesome.
fantastic.
So
Yeah.
I'm trying to think
Wrong on
of
that
a
one.
movie that I really liked until the last 10 minutes, because there have been those kinds of
Yes.
things. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe they should remake, but not screw it up at the very end.
that's like 3/4 of horror movies, though.
But now I'm just drawing a blank as to what that movie. Because the movies that I really, really like, as far as especially horror movies, I don't think they've screwed up at the end.
Oh, I forgot to mention Maggie, who I would cast for Maggie. Now I can't think of the actress's name, but the woman, the girl in It, who played
Oh, really?
the main girl. Yeah, I think.
I was
she'd
going
be
to say
great.
Lauren Cohen, just because she, I don't know, for some reason she very much seems like a Maggie.
Yeah,
from,
she'd be good
Walking
too.
Dead.
She'd be good too.
As far as a movie to remake, I don't know.
Well, you can cancel the question if you want. That means I get a cancel later on if I decide.
I would actually like to see somebody redo The Blob because it was so very so 1950s, like the
'Cause
original.
they did a remake of the Blob in the 80s.
Yeah, but that doesn't count
With
because that was the 80s.
Steve McQueen.
Oh,
Seriously,
yeah,
that was
that was
30
what?
years
McQueen
ago.
Well, yeah, but still, but yeah, it could stand a remake.
Right,
Definitely.
I would actually like to see what they would do with that in a setting that had
Horrifying.
actual.
Days.
Yeah.
Well, give that to Peter Jackson and just let him go dead
Right.
alive all
See
over.
something horrible happen. Because I feel like there's the whole like subsection of horror that was so indicative of its time that you really don't see it out of place in
Yeah.
that. Like there's all sorts of things that happened in the 50s and the 80s that trying to picture them modern is really weird. And I think something like The Blob or The Stuff or fucking Piranhas. Good God. That would be
I don't
fascinating.
even think I've ever seen the Piranhas.
Oh no, they get
Oh.
progressively worse as it goes on. So there's like 6 of them.
Well, that was
at
like
least.
laying the groundwork for Sharknado.
Oh,
Yeah,
eventually the
But
that was
Piranhas
way
were-
before Shark.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
but it laid
but
the
this
groundwork
was-
for like, you know what?
yes.
We're just gonna make another bad movie after
Yeah.
bad, like a
Yeah.
series.
All right, so
So-
here's a great one that I would love to see remade in total Peter Jackson style. Night of the Lepus. That would be fantastic.
That's
know
the
that
show,
one.
folks.
Oh, you've never seen Night of the
No.
Lepus?
I was gonna say I've never seen it.
Oh,
either.
we're doing drive-in night then.
God,
Yes!
I knew this was coming. Okay, only if we get to watch Bad Cop 2 or Wolf Cop 2.
Bad
We-
Wolf
we-
Cop? What?
Yeah, Bad Wolf Cop or whatever it was. Because we haven't seen Wolf Cop 2. You have.
Yes,
You
we can.
jerk.
Yeah, we can. I have
So 5,500.
We're jumping up a little bit.
Love it.
It's a little bit high.
I really
Just
like the
a touch.
flavor of the last one.
And our question
All
for
right.
this round.
Alright, what is a favorite urban legend of yours?
Mmm.
The one I always loved was The Hook.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. Like, you have to. You totally have to.
I mean, it's a story that is utterly illogical,
Uh-huh.
and yet manages to be completely
I know.
terrifying at the
I
same
know.
time. Because for some reason, it always short circuits my brain.
Very
Yeah.
My
well
logic brain just goes out the window. I'm like, thinking you're just driving
Yep.
down a road on a rainy night, and you pass a mental institution,
Yep, as you do.
and then suddenly, like, a broadcast comes on the radio saying that somebody's escaped. I mean,
Yep. And everyone's heard that. Like, I think that's part of it, is no matter where you grew up or where you're from, what time frame, you've all heard that exact legend.
I have to
What
say,
about
Yeah.
movies?
Bloody Mary?
But
Oh.
that has been in movies.
If nothing else, because it freaks you out so bad. I remember when we were
Oh.
teenagers. I said it twice, and you were like
Oh
screaming
my
for me not to
God,
say it
yeah.
the third time.
Yep. Yeah, that's a good one. I remember, I think it was the first one that I had ever read about, encountered, that I was really young, was the woman with the ribbon around her neck. And if you cut the ribbon off, like her head was chopped off, and it was kept on by a ribbon somehow.
Mm-hmm.
It was like this almost like a warning to newlyweds or to husbands, looking for wives or whatever. You
Don't.
gotta make sure. Yeah, kind of. Maybe my mother did that just to keep us from the women. I don't know. I'm not sure on that one. But that was definitely a significant one.
Oh, no.
Wait, now.
Oh. See if you had it
Do
in
you
your
need
hands.
I have 2 extra wings if you'd like to try that one again without picking it off the floor.
I mean, I got it a good chunk of the way.
That one's
That is a good one.
zombie wing sauce.
Yours.
Okay, so we're taking a slight jump up here.
Okay.
We're moving up to about 24,000 Scoville.
Okay.
Mine has chunks. Sorry about that.
I'm gonna put my sleeping bag in the bathroom.
Well, we aren't going to be here tonight, so have fun with that.
Well, the ghost will suffer.
It goes
If
to
you're gonna come get me, you're gonna wade through mustard gas.
All right, and our question for this round.
If
Oh,
you
that
were
one's
a
got some anger.
if you were a professional wrestler, what would be your theme music and your persona and name?
Mmm.
Are you going to a
It's got to be from the 80s. Like, it has to be 80s butt rock right there.
No, I think I would, I'd want to go more extreme.
Mm-hmm.
Speed metal, thrash metal.
Mm. Some Norwegian death metal.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking go full black metal.
Mm.
Mm.
I mean, because wrestlers, like, they always kind of dance around some, like, heavy stuff,
They
but
do.
there's never anyone
It's
that's, like,
usually a
really
drum.
gone all the way.
Mm-mm.
Yep.
It's very pop rock metal at the most.
Mm-hmm.
That's f***ing serious. That one is not here to play.
I like it. I think it's good.
Did you get a giant
I would
chunk
go
of it?
for a.
I think
It's got a little bit of that like backburn sort of thing
Mhm.
going on. You eat it and then you're like,
there's a good amount of heat.
I don't know if I should have eaten that much of it. Yeah.
I'd go for a Bayou Swamp serial killer type personality, and maybe
So you're
Music.
basically Dexter.
music wise.
You gotta have Greedy Blues if you're gonna go buy.
Well, that's kind of what I was thinking of, but then I was also thinking like Pantera's Walk or something that would have sort of a swampy, dirty edge, but I can't think of any music right now off the top of my head because my lips are burning.
Alright, I know what I would go for. Combines the 80s with something more extreme, and you got me going with the Louisiana vibe.
Yeah.
I'd go for Desecrator by Exhorter, and just do like the character is just like a complete like satanic blasphemer,
Yep.
like upside down crosses,
Mm-hmm.
blood
He'd have to like at
sacrifice.
some point
On.
put somebody on a cross and like it's on
What's-
fire.
You
and the
like
lights
flip
go
them
out.
upside down.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
your special move? What's your signature? Your signature move?
Flipping them upside down and impaling them? I don't know.
Something you have to do, and
They-
they have to still be
yeah.
alive.
No, that's how they.
No, that's it.
That's the match is over.
Professional wrestler, not real satanic murderer.
Well, you get the commercial right then. It's fine. It's cool.
What would be a good special move? I don't know. I'd have to think
Unless you
on
go
that.
like with like Matanz's, you know,
Just go for music and
sacrifice, where they
characters.
just disappear after the end.
No, I feel like there'd have to be like spraying of blood and like viscera
There should be.
and
There
You
should be
like the
more.
Iron Maiden, like with the coffin that is supposedly.
like you slam them like into the Iron
Yeah,
Maiden,
and
like
the
just blood like
blood.
shoots
Yeah.
out. That'd be pretty
Yeah.
cool.
like
I'd go for
a
that.
war concert.
But then you mix in a little bit of like theatrics and they're just gone when you open it back up.
Yes. They're
It's
all
less
over
played
the
out.
audience.
Anything that ends with an explosion of blood. I think would be,
that'd be you. I have for a long time wanted. I almost touched my face.
Don't do
Don't
that.
I avoided that one narrowly.
Don't do that.
I wanted to have a tag team with John, and I would be pain, and
I
he would
do
be
not want to
suffering.
hear about that.
What?
Tag team.
Professional wrestling.
Professional wrestling. I assumed you meant the single character.
Pain
so
and
otherwise,
suffering.
Otherwise,
We are-
yes, I would have.
Our tag team name, and I'd be pain, and he'd be suffering. And I don't remember if he'd ever chosen what his move would be, but mine would be the power bomb, the rack power bomb, where you put him up on the rack, and then you flip him around and
On the
smack
rack?
him. Yeah, the rack where you basically they're upside
They're
down,
backwards.
their
It's
back
sort of
is
like a
laid over.
crucifix, but you're holding them like
Kinda.
in the armpits, and then
Yeah, and you
Razor Ramon used to do something very similar to that.
Oh, okay.
Well, his was like like the diamond drop, but I'm thinking more like across the shoulders. So it's almost like a fireman carry, except they're
Oh.
reversed, they're looking up,
Okay.
and then you can squeeze them and crack them, and then throw them up in the air and power bomb them, slam them. I put a lot of thought into that.
Carolyn's live tweeting this right now.
Pain and suffering, baby.
Say it for us, Pat.
They called it pucker butt.
Say it for
That's
us.
why we
Just one.
have it, because Pat needs to say pucker butt at least once in his life.
Wait, hold on. I'll see.
Taking a drink first.
There's the camera. Right?
Oh yes, there we go. Pucker butt.
Wow.
And
All right, then.
drinks a beer. And our question for this chicken round is chicken round.
If you were to meet someone who had never heard music before, what band and what album would you suggest for them to start on?
Oh man, they would die of old age with Pat.
Beethoven's Ninth Symphony.
Could you stop recommending music to them?
Well, what was the first one?
Oh, okay. Okay, the first thing. All right.
Somebody
yours
who's
was what?
never heard music
Beethoven's Ninth Symphony. Because I think
Album
it's
or
really
song?
lovely that he wouldn't have actually heard that, and that was somebody else's first thing that they would have heard. I think that's really cool.
Rocky Erickson and the Aliens, the evil one.
Never heard of it, but I'm pretty sure it's weird.
It was Pat's choice.
Holy man.
That's some serious burn, doesn't it?
Holy man.
Don't pretend you don't know. You don't know what a holy man is.
Why are you holding back?
I'm not holding back. I'm trying to function. I'm just saying there's a lot of words going to be coming out that aren't going to make any sense. And I know that right now. I'm going to have a Kevin Hart moment.
I feel like that's the
That
one that
one-
like gets people punched.
No, it's
No,
that's this one.
Please.
We have a
Stop
minute.
playing with that knife.
We've got a minute before that.
Oh, okay.
The punching happens on the third one from the end. So you can just make sure to. The karma sauce is kind of a bitch that way.
Yeah.
It lingers.
It's got like a
Yeah.
fire level of it.
It
Just
just
spreads.
I noticed when I went into the bathroom, the side of my mouth is bright red.
Mhm.
I don't want to interrupt all the questions, but I thought of another one. And I don't get write it down. But
Well,
just something I'm
interrupt.
curious about. What's until tonight? What's the hottest thing you've eaten before?
That would be the time that I went into the Thai restaurant and said, "Make it like you eat it."
Oh,
Please don't do that.
wow, yeah, that's
Don't.
pretty bad.
They did.
I still think
It was
the hottest
amazing.
thing that I had was the crazy ass salsa I made that one night.
Oh,
Oh,
was that from one of the
Oh.
barbecues where you
Angry
basically
salsa.
apologized because
No,
you're
there was-
like,
Well, there was one I made. This was back in the apartment, and I've never made this recipe again because
What's that? The pink mine?
you learned your lesson?
yeah, it was
Yeah, the pink stuff.
yeah.
I
when I
remember.
made it, it was so intense that because I had it in it was like marinating in
oh,
a container.
and it got angrier as longer it sat.
So like I opened it, and it's the one time that I've actually had my vision
Not yet.
like warp
I'm holding out.
Oh.
just from the fumes. Like it hit me, and I felt like I was instantly like drunk.
Wow.
Yep, I
It
know
was that
exactly what you're
intense,
talking
and then
about.
just like one scoop of it was like I can never do this again. I've made hot salsa since, but I've never made it like that.
Like that.
You made one that had cabbage in it for one of the barbecues that was like a cabbage slaw salsa.
But that one was
And
only
you
jalapenos.
apologized before you handed it out.
That one, because I made it, but that one, it was just a lot of jalapenos on that one.
It was.
Whereas the other one was
I thought you were gonna do
habaneros.
push-ups.
Oh.
Because the recipe, it's deceptively simple. It was lemon juice, habanero, and onion.
I wish I could drink the milk with my nose.
Well, you
You
could.
could.
Everything went up.
Okay, so this is my
That's
fault,
Carolina
and you
Reaper.
can
Okay.
curse me for it later. I haven't tried this one, but when John put together the list of which sauces he wanted, this one was not included, and I lobbied that it should be.
Okay.
Which is why we made
Because I was really
a dirty
excited to
dozen.
try it because it's got black garlic and Carolina Reaper, and it sounded super, super amazingly good.
Is black
Um,
garlic actually black?
Yes, it
Oh.
actually is.
I've never had it.
It looks like garlic that was zombified. It's crazy.
Oh.
At some of my house, it's like a black, angry-looking head of garlic. And Carolina Reapers are super angry. So this one rings in at about 71,000. I have no idea what to expect. So sorry.
What's the
Alright.
question?
What's the
If
taste?
you guys were stranded on an island for 5 straight years,
Oh.
Oh.
but you could
I'd be Oliver
Take
Queen.
all of us?
one movie
Oliver Queen.
and video player for all that time, what would it be?
Oh man.
One movie.
Obviously, assuming you could watch it in this
Right.
for whatever
like,
reason.
yeah.
But
Yeah,
just use your
there's totally
imagination.
electricity
Wanna
here.
plug it into the
so-
tree?
Mhm.
I like the flavor.
It's a really interesting.
Oh, it's got a
One-
back burn.
Oh yeah, definitely has a
One
burn.
movie.
So I'm gonna actually have to go with the original Men in Black on that one because
Oh.
for about 2 years that was the only VHS tape I had, and I lived by myself and had a VHS player, because it was forever ago. So I've probably watched that movie about 8 billion times because it was literally the only thing I had to watch. So knowing that I actually still like it after watching it a billion times, I feel like that might have to be it. Yes, I can recite the entire movie from one end to the other.
I would go with The Midnight Hour.
Oh my god. Oh.
One movie, the only thing you can watch for 5 years is Midnight Hour.
Well, okay, so here's the reason.
Okay.
Okay, there's logic behind this.
Okay.
So number one, it would remind me of Halloween goodness, which would probably help keep me sane through 5 years of being stranded on a desert island.
True.
And it's just, I mean, it's just like cheesy, goofy fun. So it would probably like help keep my spirits up during that time. So it's really just about like, it would help keep me sane during this whole experience.
That's kind of where I'm at with mine. Like, I already know I've watched it so many times, it's not going to drive me nuts at the end
Right.
of it.
Does like a documentary on how to build a boat and get off of an island count?
I suppose.
Well, no, because it already said you're stuck for 5
You're
years.
still stuck there.
Oh,
So
You
you,
know
already
you're
know
s-
how to
for
boat,
5
and
years.
you're totally screwed at that point.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
There is no escape. You're with Ray Liotta on the prison island.
oh, so now we have people there?
Can we get a new lifeguard?
Actually, that could be like really kind of meta. Was it No Escape? Was that the name of it?
Yeah.
Oh man, I haven't seen that. We need to watch
It's
No
awesome.
Escape.
It's awesome.
I've
Yeah,
never
no
seen
escape.
that.
I think it's, yep.
Really?
No, I
pretty
don't
sure
know
I got
that
it on DVD. I know
It's
it's on VHS.
a very good independent, well not independent, but lower budget.
It's weird though because it's not. It's not low, but I mean, it was like
Well,
a
I'd
big,
watch it for that.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
it's like a big Hollywood movie, but it didn't like
It's
make
very-
a splash.
No, it was like 91 or something.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it wasn't a...
something like that.
Because you don't think of Ray Liotta as an action star
Right.
at all.
I think that's partly why it didn't make a splash because he wasn't top.
But I think that's part of the reason why it works is because
Yeah.
he has.
He was believable. He was
Yeah.
very believable in it.
Some of them are delicious and some of them are.
Castaway.
Oh god.
I don't know if that'd be
Just
a
for
horror.
a joke or a
I don't know. It'd be really funny though to start watching it for the first time on the island.
I think that made me kill myself, probably.
Jaws?
Oh, no.
Maybe no. I was gonna say better than Jaws. That's for sure.
Well, yes.
It might make you hopeful though because he does get off the island.
That's true.
I don't remember. Is he on the island for 5 years?
Yeah, I believe it's 3 or 5 years.
Something.
I think it is 5 years. Again, him and Oliver Queen.
Irony. Well, yes, but Oliver Queen wasn't really
On the island, off the island, and
I was
he
gonna say he
like
wasn't
Survivor
on the island
episode.
for 5 years though.
That one has an afterburn. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it thinks about it and it's pissed off.
It sneaks up afterwards. Still not as bad as Karma though. Karma has something else.
Karma
about it.
was, yeah.
One movie. I guess. Empire Strikes Back.
Logical classic choice.
Okay, so Dawson's Hot Sauce, which comes in at 82,000. I can't remember what this one's like, so let's try it.
Okay.
It is one step below f***ing evil though.
Yeah,
so
I've
there's
been
that.
noticing.
We're on our way to the back half.
Yep.
How you doing?
Was laughing.
Oh,
I got a chunk of the
Oh.
wing
yeah.
that went down the throat,
Oh.
and it
I-
lodged there. So the burning was like stuck in the back of my throat.
It was something.
Sour cream.
Some ranch maybe or
Oh, is that ranch?
That's sour cream, that's ranch.
Oh, okay.
I recommend not getting this on your lips, by the way.
oh, this wing.
Wait, what?
Yeah. This particular wing, try and eat
Eat
it
with
without
your
lips
mouth,
if you
not.
I ain't got no lips. How am I supposed to eat it without lips? Okay.
Make out.
can. Tell you what, you'll find out in a
I
minute.
guess I will.
Alright, guys.
Okay.
You read it.
Ready.
Alright, name one musical artist you could magically make vanish and not have ever existed.
Justin Bieber.
Oh. Does it have to be a musical artist?
Yeah.
Oh.
Said specifically musical artist.
Because I want
Justin
I want
Bieber.
he who should not be named, but Justin Bieber.
Mm.
He's kind of he should not be named as far as musical artists go.
Musical,
He's
yes.
not.
Yes.
Anyway, there's that.
Oh.
This one was not as angry as I remember it being.
Well, since you're already taking out Justin Bieber,
Right, like at this point we get 4, so
Yeah.
we should choose wisely.
Yeah. We're gonna go with Kanye West.
Oh, please, thank you. Yes. Not a musical artist, but yes.
Pat and me are probably both sitting there going, oh man, that guy's an asshole. Oh, that guy's an asshole.
Uh-huh. But once you've gotten rid of those two,
There's such an extensive list.
yeah. I feel like those two are egregious though. So David and I have just picked off the easy options. Who does everyone want to get rid of? Kanye? Justin Bieber? Good.
I don't think I would get rid of anyone
What?
because terrible artists fuel rage, and rage makes great art.
I
Wait.
don't think Kanye has ever made anything
Wait.
great,
What?
even accidentally.
I get the idea that you're going at, but there's still some really
Yeah. Like,
artists
But
out there
even-
that shouldn't exist.
All right, I'm like Phil Anselmo, right?
Who?
Racist piece of shit.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure.
But at
Yeah.
the same time, I mean, he did create art,
yes.
Right.
and people are pissed at him now, which fuels more art.
But that means that people actually liked his art at some point in time. I don't really actually know anyone who likes Kanye.
Oh, there are millions of people who like Kanye.
Do you know any of them personally? Because I don't. I have never met anyone who liked
I
either
work
of them.
with some people.
So do I.
I don't know about like now that he's in his MAGA days. Like things have definitely shifted. But I mean,
I honestly can't think of anyone I know who's ever actually said they like either Kanye or Justin Bieber.
I can't argue with the Biebs.
Right.
I mean,
Did you really just say that?
the
Yeah.
Biebs.
Why did you say it again?
The Biebs.
Why? Why? Why a third time?
It
Why?
makes you twitch.
We're talking about the Biebs.
I'm
I'm gonna go with John Mayer for whatever reason.
John May.
He's
What?
just kind of annoying. My personal opinion.
Really?
He's the one that he's got the song "His Body as a Wonderland."
Yeah.
He dated Taylor Swift for a very brief amount of time.
Honestly, I feel like
That's
I don't know
everybody,
enough
though.
about pop culture to answer this question. Because you guys are like,
Well, yeah, but there's got to be like a death metal band out there that you're like, that guy. That guy
Yes.
shouldn't exist.
That is true.
oh,
Got it.
alright,
Sure.
alright. Varg.
I don't know what that even is, but okay, you got
Varg,
it. There
Varg
you go.
Vikernes. He's the guy who murdered Euronymous from Mayhem.
Yeah.
Oh.
Total fucking Nazi douchebag.
Oh, see?
Yeah.
Yep. Didn't even know the guy, but yep, there you go. Okay.
If I remember correctly, this one is made from an extract, so it's kind of an not so good.
It's not.
Okay.
What food did you like to make or eat as a child that you now find gross?
Oh, yeah, alright, I got this one. Alright. So when I was a kid, oh, that is a fucking
God,
dick
it's
move.
a big move. It's
So,
so dirty.
I had like a massive sweet tooth as a kid,
I did too.
which now I do not have at all. Like, I don't like
Yep.
sweets. But I would do the most disgusting things.
Uh-oh.
Don't breathe in.
See, it's when you make me laugh.
I didn't mean to make you
Don't
laugh.
do it.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
There's-
I'm having a religious experience.
So, would make peanut butter, jelly, and honey. Mix it together and just eat it with a spoon.
Oh God.
It's gross. I liked it then.
You just
You just threw it in water.
there.
This is the worst one.
Yeah. It is like, ha ha ha. It's like eating
It's like,
like
you
a
As Charlie said, it's like eating battery acid. That's what she equated it to.
I would say it's like one of those needle pin cushions with all the needles in it. I
No,
tried
it's
to
worse
chop
than
it.
that.
I like that one, you guys. Wow.
For what it's worth, this one is worse than everything that comes after.
Why could we not skip it?
Because you didn't know and
that
I
was the
knew.
rule.
Because I had this pain and everyone else has it too.
Don't touch your. I just suddenly remembered. Probably too late. A milk
The
but also
coconut
some
milk
ice-
is actually
ice cream.
super good. Ice cream.
Oh, guess what? Oh God!
What are you saying right now?
Yeah.
We're gonna go for the ice cream, huh?
Can you open this?
Is this being recorded?
It's being recorded.
Okay, good. I don't want to be going through this for nothing. But I still feel pain.
Even without spoon.
Okay.
That is the one that when we were putting it in the oven, that was the one.
Oh my goodness, that
Just the
that helps
fumes
a
off
lot.
of it. Can-
Yeah.
That's amazing how much that helps.
Yeah, it helps a lot.
I can feel my tongue again.
Water.
How you doing?
Would you like some ice cream?
That's my seems to help.
Yeah.
I'm already down glasses, so there's that.
Yeah, I noticed that yours were
Oh,
getting
no.
a little
Did you
fogged
get
up on the
broken?
last one.
What happened?
I'm crying.
Oh, okay.
Crying with
No,
glasses.
no,
I was afraid you meant down like they were broken.
No, just that there's no
No, it's
point
just
wearing
if
them
you're crying,
anymore.
like, at that point, why bother?
Yeah.
Okay.
But we had to do it because it's part of the.
I'm afraid of a couple hours from now.
Well, you have the house to yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. Hellfire. Fiery Fool.
What?
That's us.
This is called Hellfire?
This is called Hellfire, the
Okay.
Fiery Fool.
We are jumping up a whole lot in the Scoville
Oh,
ratings.
no.
The ice cream's there.
Yeah.
Hellfire Fool, 550.
So we're going up to over 500,000 from 135,000.
Alright, your question is, if you had to do one, would you rather fight a shark with a knife or a bear with a baseball bat?
Shark knife.
Wow.
I do both.
What?
You survive one, so you go to the next one, so you
Yeah.
kills you. I'd start with the bear and the baseball bat. If I could kill the bear with the baseball bat, then I'd think like the shark with a knife is the next on the list. See if I can do that too.
I mean, practically speaking, you're gonna stand a better chance with the shark than you
Uh-huh.
are against the bear.
You're
What?
really out of your
Bears
environment
are
though in the
evil.
water,
Bears are nasty.
movement wise. Yeah, it's true. But
A
if
bat
you,
isn't gonna do against a bear.
Uh-uh.
if you land, I mean, I get it. It's a very lucky strike, but if you land that first one in its face, it's still gonna reconsider its options.
Yeah, but a knife to the back of the skull is fatal pretty much no matter what. I had a relative who was attacked by a bear. I don't know anybody who was attacked by a shark, so I feel like I'd rather go
That's
with
true.
that option.
That's true.
I mean, really, it's just like the ideal way to die. I mean,
You were insane.
Huh?
How is that one so much hotter, but it's not as bad?
And then it'll start really creeping
Oh.
in on you.
Yep. That one will stick around for a while.
Need some more water there, Pat?
yeah.
Just remember, this was not my idea. I did not do anything with this.
Okay, so we're all down to one.
I've got an extra vertebrae and a fused column. Whatever.
Yeah, you do.
So we don't have the last dab. We tried to find it so we could have it, so we could actually
Yeah, but
use it
like,
and put it on the show.
it was really expensive. They were going for $70.
It's called the last dab. It's the actual hot one sauce that they use. It's their finale. It's their finisher. So instead, we have Mad Dog 357, which is 1 million Scoville. It's tradition on the show. For the last one, take a little bit and dab it on your wing.
That was not a dab.
Don't have to
this
if you
was
don't
not,
want to.
In fact, a dab, and I don't recommend doing that. This is a dab. See how it clings?
Well, I am not gonna wuss
Jones
out.
is angry.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Okay.
Sure.
Answer the question, Carolyn. Answer it.
And
I'm asking.
Or ask it.
Ask it. Yes, ask the question.
If
Here we
you
go.
were to get into a gladiator-style death match with any fictional character, who would it be?
Seriously?
What's a fictional
Any
character?
fictional character.
Well, I mean, are we going for like how cool it is, or are we going for hey, I can beat this guy?
It's all up to you, David.
Okay.
I think I'd pick Alf
Ooh.
because I would really want to like make some sort of a headdress out of his scalp. I feel like I could take Alf pretty quick.
Yeah.
Pee-wee Herman.
Oh,
What the
yeah. Pee-wee Herman. Yeah, totally. That's a good one.
He's probably really
You're definitely
wiry.
gonna win.
That would be the most hilarious gladiator
Possibly.
battle, I think. I mean, well,
I think
that or
everybody's gonna
Alf.
be off in the corner.
But if you
Checking
watch
off.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the movie, he doesn't die.
This is true. Very true.
Or is that?
I think I'd fight Gumby.
Man, that takes a while
Who?
to kick in.
Gumby.
It does. There's a
Why?
slow burn on that one.
Oh, I mean, he's just this annoying green celery stalk of clay. Why not?
Boy, that one is so
Ice cream.
unassuming at first.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have to say, I think the black garlic Carolina Reaper
it
was
was
my favorite
really
because
good.
it was hot and really made you notice it and got your attention, but it
It
wasn't so bad
tasted
that it,
so
it
good.
lingered for a long
Maybe
time.
maybe it's that one. I feel like it was a lighter color one. Oh.
All right. Guess we can wrap up our hot wings to death eating session there. Everybody finished? Everybody's apparently doing okay. Nobody's had to make any emergency trips to anywhere. Everybody's
We're all
running laps
good.
around the house.
Yeah.
We're all enjoying the ice cream.
I didn't punch anyone.
I think that ice cream was the best, like $3 I've ever spent.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think that does it for us.
Oh, the rest of the suffering is off camera.